Hello, everyone. My name is Kim Williams, and I'm about to do my persuasive speech for oral communications. My persuasive speech is about Buddhism, and here you go. The introduction. The world enjoys the diversity of religion. Among them is Buddhism. It is a belief common among Chinese and Indians. The same religion is finding its way into many Southeast countries. India has been one of the countries. With the widespread of Buddhism, it is true to say that Buddhism ought to be treated like any other religion. Moreover, it has been embraced by a substantial number of people. The religion has its history, beliefs, customs, and other characteristics just like other religions like Christianity. I'm going to discuss important aspects of Buddhism that people show. Specifically, I will consider Buddhism in India. Buddhists believe that Buddha was a prince. However, he was to believe to live a selfless life. It is believed that Buddha had given out his wealth to the poor people. Most importantly, he lived an honest life, a life that many would admire. Therefore, the word Buddha is perceived to mean enlightened by its followers. Sorry. However, as sparrows stimulates the Buddha is given various names. Among his names are Siddhartha Gautama and Sakyama Buddha. Many Indians stick to the religion. Williams states that Buddhism is divided into various subdivisions. They are convinced that Buddhism is the way to their enlightenment. The five precepts of rather the norms and traditions of Buddhism are admirable. According to Buddhists, there are some five things that one should never think of doing. One, they believe that no one should take the life of another creature. They respect life. A Buddhist should not take anything which is not freely given, which means one should not steal. The followers are encouraged to abstain from sexual immoralities or even sexual overindulgence. Intoxicants are highly prohibited in the religion. Also, a Buddhist should give an untrue speech of he should not give an untrue speech or a deceitful information. They are encouraged to be honest. The teaching of Buddhism. The Buddhism are encouraged to despise ignorance. Also, they are reminded to disregard their early desires. By doing so, they can be able to stay enlightened and live a righteous life. In fact, Sparrow reminds us of Dara in their main teaching, a teaching that reminds the followers that it is the desires of the world that causes suffering to the people. Therefore, the religion minds its followers purify their minds and soul. The aim of the followers of religion is to live a life that like a Buddha. As mentioned earlier, the Buddhist is classified into the various subdivisions. They are mostly regarded as schools in I'm sorry. As mentioned earlier, the Buddhist is classified into the various subdivisions. They are mostly regarded schools of Buddhism. The major criteria of divisions, the geography and cultures. Some of the divisions of Buddhism are Theravada teaching of Buddhism does not change. However, scholars argue that the physiological outlook of the different schools may tend to differ. Every tradition seems to have a certain central concept. Buddhism is a growing fast in the present world. Buddhism is growing fast in the present world. It is spreading across the world. Its colleagues state that Buddhism has become a common religion in the West. It cannot be ignored, and Buddhism has a good number of followers. By 2012, it is believed to be the size of Buddhism was 7.1%. It cannot be denied.